Andy, your index voice of inspiration, and I have the extreme pleasure to introduce to some and present to others none other than the host of this morning's Pass the Ball segment. We're talking about the man that has the reputation of being a master builder, a gold legacy member, and he is a six-figure ring earner. We're talking about the man who is the first shareholder in Washington, D.C. He's known to this family as the man of courageous conversations, Uncle Jock.
Woo. Thank you, Troy. Can you hear me loud and clear?
Yes, sir. The ball is all yours.
All right. Well, thank you for that wonderful introduction. I want to give it back because you hold this thing down. You like the glue to our morning show. So I want to give it back to you. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, we are officially in the tip drill segment of Pass the Ball. I got 3 questions for y'all. Come off of mute so I can feel your energy on this turned up Tuesday here at the biggest, baddest CEO meetup on the planet. Team, how y'all feel?
Fired up.
And what's up?
My income.
And who gets a green sheet?
Everybody gets a green sheet.
Get your green sheets. Everybody gets a green sheets. Get your green sheets. Everybody gets a green sheets. Get your green sheets. Everybody gets a green sheets. Get your green sheets. Everybody gets a green sheets.
Alive. We are in the building. We're gonna do something a little different this morning than normal, but we're gonna still rock out like we always do, about this time. With that being said, I got a question to ask y'all. How many of y'all feeling good this morning?
Fired up.
Yes,
Let's
sir.
go. Let's go.
If you're feeling good, type in the chat. I'm feeling good. Type in the chat. I'm feeling good. If you woke up this morning and you're feeling good, because see, here's the deal. Some of us might have some aches and pains. Some of us might have some financial strains, right? Financial strains, aches and pains. But guess what? You woke up and you're here this morning. You realize that some people were not blessed. We call to wake up this morning. And so what I wanted to talk to y'all about, like I said, we're going to do something a little different. Is it okay if we have some courageous conversation this morning? Would that be
Let's
okay?
do it. Absolutely.
The wait is over.
Can somebody watch your co-host? Please make sure you got the people in the background that's not locked in. You know what I mean? The ones that just riding around, just kind of
Right.
just riding around, just logged on.
And after all,
Yeah, who's that? Let's see who that is. Let's call them out.
Who's
Let's see.
that with you?
Is
Who
that the
that?
DJ?
all I gotta say.
Is that the DJ?
I don't know.
It's Takesha Carr.
Stop messing with the.
You're welcome.
Anyway,
Okay.
can somebody stop being disrespectful in my time and playing music? Because we got some real stuff to discuss. All right. So here's the question I'm gonna ask y'all: how many people know, not think, but know that you can get rich in experience?
Yeah.
And I don't want you to really just raise your hand because you think it's the right thing to say. If it's something you really don't know, just be like, it's possible, but I don't know. So for the ones that know it's possible, come off of mute and let me know that you can get rich.
Yes, sir.
I know I can get rich
I
for
know.
sure,
Absolutely.
without a doubt.
Absolutely.
Yes,
It's
sir.
not even
Look,
an
Absolutely.
option.
don't lie.
It's
Yes.
happening right now.
No limits.
Definitely.
No limits.
It's happening. It's not an option.
Yes, it question is,
I know.
why not you? Why not you? Right? And I'm not talking about just making some money to pay the bills or just getting a little compensation check. I'm talking about literally changing your bloodline. You know how people talk about the Rothschilds and the Rockefellers, and like you hear that, and it's like they're this prestigious bloodline. Well, guess what? They weren't always like that. There was an opportunity that came by, and somebody in their family were in a position to take advantage of an opportunity that came by. Okay? See, here's the sad truth. Most of us on this Zoom can get rich with experience. That's the truth. The sad truth is most of us are not going to get rich with experience because you're going to have your limiters, your self limiters on. I can't win. I can't lead. I can't recruit. I can't sell. I can't speak. I can't make calls. I don't know nobody. These invisible limiters that you put on yourself, and then you carry it to every phone call, every appointment, every dream that you say you want, you kind of put an X right in front of it. So you kind of get in your own way. So here's the thing that I want to ask you guys, right? You got to learn how to focus. You got to focus on the opportunity that's for you. And you can't worry about who this is not for. You can't want this more than the next person wants it for themselves. I see it happen all the time. You want it for your sister. You want it for your cousin. You want it for your neighbor. You want it for your daughter. You want it for your husband. You want it for your wife. You can't want it more than they want it. Because if you keep wanting it more than somebody else wants it, you're going to run yourself in the ground trying to chase and wake up and resuscitate dead people. Is that making sense? Can y'all hear me out there?
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
Here's the thing.
Definitely.
So let me break this down real quick. We have to change our mindset. We've been taught to believe, right? We've been taught to believe. But if I say I believe it's raining outside, what am I really saying? Think about it.
You don't know.
Boom. You don't know. So here's the thing. Most of you have a doubt in your own belief system. That's why I say what we want to do. We want to change our belief system to a no system. You want to change your belief system to a no system. You want to know that you can get rich with experience, not believe it. You need to know it. Like, let me ask y'all a question. Do you believe? Now, I'm not a biblical person or anything like that, but I'm asking the question, right? Do you believe that God believes in you?
Yep. Most definitely.
No,
So
I
only
know
one,
it.
only
I
one
know it.
person. So you know it. Y'all see?
I know
Do
he
y'all see the
does.
difference in knowing and believing? Like we've been told to believe. I'm telling y'all to scratch that. Start knowing what you have in front of you, right? Because here's the deal. When I ask you if you know that God believes in you, or do you believe that God believes in you, here's the deal. First, you got to know that he does, because you're still here. There were millions of children here before us, and we're still here. What I'm telling you to do, some people have to find their purpose. I'm going to mess y'all up with this one. Sometimes the purpose finds you. How many of y'all went out looking for this life insurance journey, or did it find you? Y'all see what I'm saying? So here's the thing. This thing found you, and you have to know what it is, and you have to know it is for you. Don't believe it. Know it's for you. We got everything rolled out. Everything is at your fingertips. Everything that you need to be successful is right here. You have to make the phone call. You have to make your list. You have to set up your VGO. You have to do field trainings. The rest is up to you. We can't do no more. All we can do is show up and be like, you got it today? You got it yet? You got it yet? We gave you the gold brick. All of you possess the gold brick and the instruction manual to go with the gold brick. Now all you got to do is service the gold brick, take care of the gold brick, grow the gold brick. That's all you got to do. You got an instruction manual. You got a I can't lose instruction manual to go with your gold brick. Are y'all picking up what I'm putting down? So, with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to switch gears. We are now going to get back into our regularly scheduled program. I am going to pass the ball to somebody that has their hand up when I tell you this lady is on fire. She and her husband are simply tearing this Xperia opportunity up. So, without any further ado, I'm going to give it up to none other than Mo Money Mo. The floor is yours.
Thank you, Uncle Jock. You are on fire this morning. I wanted to add to what you said. Taste and see that God is good. The reason why people don't know is because they haven't done it. The only way you'll truly know is you got to do something. And the thing I want to share this morning is yesterday I had so much activity. It was 10 o'clock before I got ready to eat. And I walked out with my other green sheet on, and it was 10 to 10 when the place I was going to get food from was getting ready to close. And I was running, trying to get in the store. And this guy said, "What's a green sheet?" And I forgot I had the shirt on. And so I turned around. I said, "It's the money sheet." I said, "Do you have life insurance?" And, they started laughing at him. His girlfriend walked off, but I was like, man, even when I'm not even focused on it, what we doing, people see it. But I wanted to share that when you plug into this system, just this week, I had a client, Coach Eric was on the tour with his daughter. He picked up the phone to talk to a client. I sat in a show 4 with Miss V, with one of the clients that I've been working on, and she opened up my eyes to so much. What I'm trying to say is we have a system that works. And you got my mindset so right that right before we got on the call, I did a blast to my team. And one of the people, text back and said, "I don't think I'm going to leave my IMO." But you know what? I didn't flinch, because I can't make somebody do what I know is going to work. You know what I'm saying? So, I'll get back with him and say, it used to make me feel like, oh man, I didn't feel anything. I was like, okay, well, I showed you everything. You got to see it for yourself. That's all I got to say. But I'm fired up that you probably can see.
Here's the thing. More money, more when you talking to folks and you don't carry on the emotional burden, you don't put the emotions on your back. You're just talking to folks and going through your routine. Because here's the deal, you got to understand you have the gold brick. Once you understand that you have the goods, you're talking to people that need what you have. Then
That's
once
it.
you understand, you don't want to spend a whole lot of time sorting through your process. It becomes a quick conversation, just like you had. Do you have life insurance?
Hmm.
It becomes that fast. Then we're going to show you how to respond to the yeses, how to respond to the yeses. I have life insurance with my spouse. Yes, I have with my job. And no, we're going to show you how to respond.
Yes,
The
yes,
great
yes.
thing, the great thing is, and again, you know, sometimes you have team players, you have captains, you have different types of players. I want to shine a spotlight on you and your husband because y'all coming in and you're just running, you're just ripping off and duplicating and running the plays. So here's the thing: rip off, duplicate, run the plays, experience success. It's that simple. Thanks, Mo Money Mo. Who you passing that ball to?
Oh,
And for the record, the sacred plug is going to be the last hand up for right now.
okay. All right. Well, I'm going to pass the ball to this inspiration. Since I've come into the company, I've watched her train and teach, and I'm emulating the stuff I see her doing with the team that we have, the partners that we have. And I saw her go to ED, and it fired me up. And I can't wait to hear what she got to say this morning. It's Takesha Carr, the superstar.
Thank you so much, Mo Money Mo. You and Dr. Mark inspire me daily. So I am grateful to you. Can everybody hear me okay?
Yes.
Awesome. So I wanted to share, Uncle Jock, man, you hit this thing right on the head this morning. I woke up this morning and I was really, really having a time, right? Anybody ever gone through some things and you just feel like some days are just not your best day? Well, that was this day. And I text Uncle Jock, and normally we keep each other accountable. And I was like, you know what? I'm having a rough morning. I think I'm gonna sit this one out. As soon as I sent the text message, God said, why? Like, it's just a moment. It's not a whole day. Like, how can you let the moment define the day? So I say that to say, make sure that you stay plugged in no matter what's going on, because life is gonna life, right? And I started this business. It was my come to Jesus moment. It was my getting out of my grief, right? I'd gone through grief for so long after losing my mom, and it was something that she and I wanted to do together. And then all of a sudden she was gone, and I was sitting over here trying to fight through success and figure out how to do it by myself. And even achieving success didn't even feel like I deserved it, because I won't getting it with the person that I came in to get it with. And I was drowning in work. Look,
Hmm.
guys, everybody got a story. Everybody has a purpose. And the
That's
sooner
key.
we realize what that looks like for us, we're going to be able to help someone else through the situation that they're in. Every time we close our mouths, we miss an opportunity. There's someone waiting for what we have. There's someone waiting for an answer, for a solution. Remember, you were that someone before somebody asked you. You weren't walking around with a billboard that said, hey, I want to be a life insurance agent. I want to change lives. Somebody affected you by having that conversation. Let's not close our mouths. Let's make sure that we put this thing on blast. Make sure that we help people just like someone helps us. And with that being
Woo!
said,
Man, you better stop playing with us this morning, Keisha. Who you passing that ball to? That's
I'm
a mic
passing the
drop right
ball.
there.
I am passing the ball to a sister that I have a tremendous amount of respect for. I've watched her blossom into a phenomenal agent. This woman came in, she wouldn't hardly speak. She wanted to sit back and smile. And not only has she just renamed herself, she has re-identified herself in this space. So Miss Donnay from Hyattsville, the real insurance agent. Let's pop up, Donnay. Let's see what you're talking about this morning.
Thank you. Thank you, TK. Oh my goodness. I didn't know y'all was talking about me. Thank you so much. Grand Rising family. So this is what I want to say real quick. We said that the purpose found us, right? The purpose ain't found us. It's already in us. We have to connect with the purpose. We have to connect with what's already in us. So if we don't know and we spend our days believing, we'll never connect with it. And that's all I want to say.
Right.
All I want to
Right.
say. Change your
Mm,
words.
mm.
I'm
Gotta
going to pass
know.
it to
Gotta
Miss.
know.
Mike, just drop the mic.
I'm going to pass it to Missy V, the lady with the voice and the words of wisdom.
Good morning. Good morning. Can you hear me?
Grand
Yes, yes.
Rising.
Loud and clear.
Great. I am. Uncle Jot. It's almost as though you and I collaborated. Mentally this morning. People, listen to this. I was contacted over the weekend by someone whom I reached out to 6 years ago. She's a secretary, and I actually reached out to her boss, who ran one of the largest CPA firms in the country, Black CPA firm. She reached out to me and said, Miss D, would you get on a call Monday evening? I want to invite you I have a new business. So I was like, whoa, I wonder if she's an exterior. But I got on last night, ladies and gentlemen. There were thousands, predominantly Black women, screaming and hollering at a convention and everything else about a travel business that they get $50 for.
Mm.
$50 when they book a person or a trip. And if they bring someone in, they get another $10. They pay $59.95 a month in fees to have the privilege of doing this. Are you hearing me?
Yeah.
What we have in our hands is the ability to not only help them create additional income, because that's why they got into this particular travel business opportunity. But you do it again and again and again and again, but you're changing the lives of people. You're not just going on trips and partying and blinging, which was kind of the theme. You gotta wake up. We have to wake up now and understand the responsibility we have to make ourselves wealthy and change that dynamic in our community, in our families, in our neighborhood, and stop EFFing around.
That's fire. That is
And
fire.
It was more than a confirmation.
Thank you so much for that one.
and who are you passing that ball to, Miss V? Thank you for sharing.
Absolutely. Well, I see the storyteller with her hand up, and always love to hear from her. And I have such a connection with her through the whole hair and locks vibe. So, Tawana Chisley, the storyteller, it's up to you.
Thank you, Miss V. And you know that you inspire me every day with your words, not just your words of wisdom, but the words that you drop. I have to go in and use the dictionary to find out what that word means sometimes. But I just wanted to drop something today. I say this every day, and I'm not always comfortable on here saying it. But when he said it today, I was like, yo, thank you. Because I said, I cannot be in a belief system because I won't move. If I know that I'm good enough to do this, if I know I'm going to be rich, then I start moving. So I wanted to say that I have actually someone on the call today that I reached out through Indeed. And I had a conversation with her yesterday. She's still not sure what she wants to do, but I asked her to get on the call and feel the vibe of this group. So she is actually here. And I just wanted to shout out Robin Hawkins for jumping on and seeing what we do here. And I hope that she makes a decision to come on in because we can actually change her life here if she just plugs in. So I don't know if she's actually on this side. I did see her, but if everybody can just say hi, Robin, for me.
Hey,
Hi, Robin.
Robin.
Morning, Robin.
Welcome to the
Robin.
call.
Hey, girl.
All
Hey,
right.
girl, come on, girl.
So now I'm going to
Right.
pass the ball to, I'm going to say this really quickly. It was something about this particular young lady that said, it's something about us vibing with me. So something special about her. And I said, I got to pull her birthday up. And I said, she a daggone Leo. It makes sense. So the sacred plug, Miss LaShonda Durden, take it away.
Thank you, Tawana, the storyteller. I appreciate it. So, y'all, you see I'm out here on the beach. I am in Barbados right now, and I am so far from vacationing, though. I'm out here with my family to spend time together. However, for me, this is about continuing to build legacies. And Uncle Jock, first of all, everybody who spoke this morning, we're all already tied in together. And so you asking me to go last, this is amazing to wrap this up. So I got up this morning, got on the beach, did some videos, some recordings and things like that. And I talked about legacy, and I talked about prosperity and plugging into prosperity as a sacred plug, helping people to protect what matters. And y'all, my story is one that my dad is from Barbados. He immigrated to the United States, worked very, very hard. While we were on the plane, I talked to a mom sitting next to her. I was sitting directly next to the daughter who was like 10. And we started talking before we got off the plane. I was like, girl, we got to connect. Give me your number. Because this is not a game.
Right.
I got to the resort last night. We were chilling. Walked up to my brother, and he was talking to some chick. And I just kind of walked up, and I was like, hey, how you doing? And then he was like, that's my sister, don't worry about it, whatever. And then I interrupted the conversation, met her, she's a Delta. And I was like, girl, we need to connect, got her number. So my message this morning was about creating those relationships. Yes, we definitely want to continue to ask those important questions, that important question continuously. And oftentimes, though, you have to be in tune with the spirit, whatever spirit you're guided by, and making sure that is it time to ask that, or do I just need to create that relationship? Do I need to build that relationship? The commissioner, Aurelio Evans, always talks about building that relationship, building that relationship. Don't make it just a, one and done type of thing. That's how we get chargebacks. That's how we get people who don't trust us, who don't call back after they sign up to be an agent. Building those relationships. So, like I said, I'm out here in Barbados. This culture is all about legacy, all about building foundations and educating yourself, educating your family, making sure that you build things that last. So I'm so blessed and fortunate to be here, not just in this place, but to be part of this village that Xperia has created, USAX team, and all of the teams that aren't even part of USAX, to get on these calls, we support each other. So I just want to encourage those who are just going through whatever. Like Keisha said, we go through things, y'all. We are not alone. You don't suffer in silence when you're in a community. You choose to. So lock in. If you got a problem, if you got a challenge, we got hundreds of people who are here and happy to help with wherever you are in your business to go forward. So I just wanted to say that even though I'm across the ocean, I am still locked in. I got calls booked. I'm not on vacation. I'm just in a different place. This is one of my goals, was I say it's hashtag beach vibes, beach goals, to be able to run my business from anywhere, because that's what I'm an island girl. So that's what I want.
Stuff.
And I'm so thankful that is what Xperia allows me to do. So y'all got me about to cry. I'm going to turn it back over to whoever it is next. But I love y'all. Thank you so much. And I am definitely becoming a multimillionaire in this company. Love y'all.
Thank you, LaShonda. We love you more. And it's you touched on a few different things. We got a village. We got a village here. We got the trainers here, and it may sound redundant, but it's redundant on purpose because the little things that most people miss are the things that you need to do over and over and over and over and over again. Like I said, you all have an opportunity to change your bloodline. You're the person that can change your financial bloodline. You're the person, each of us are the individuals that our families can look back, reach back and say, damn, they did the damn thing. You know what I mean? So some of you all are going to miss the opportunity. Unfortunately, let's just keep it a buck. Some of you going to miss it. Some of you going to have other things that you need to do or other things that you're going to do. And here's the thing I'm going to leave y'all with. I ask the question all the time. If somebody paid you $150,000 a year to do a 3x5 every month, to get 3 business partners and 5 applications every month. If somebody paid you $150,000 every year to do it, y'all would secure your job and get it done. But to do it in your own business, because if you do it every month, after about 6 or 7 months, you're going to supersede $150,000. So put that in your pipe and smoke it, y'all. So with that being said, I'm going to take the mic. I'm going to pass it to a gentleman who is going to bring up everybody's coach. This gentleman needs no introduction. He has the $1 million voice. We call him the index voice of inspiration, Mr. Troy Gandy. The floor is yours, sir.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, Uncle Jock. This whole morning has been on fire, and that deserves a round of applause for each and every expert that spoke this morning. And Uncle Jock, you for steering some serious, courageous conversation. Yes, you did.
Ooh.
Give it to him, yo. Give it to him. All right, everybody. You know what time it is. And it is now time for our next segment again. So please send out those last minute texts to make sure that we get our team and prospects